Have you noticed the sound that follows you through your entire life? It is your name, spoken with love, with urgency, sometimes with reverence. But have you ever truly listened to it? I invite you to listen not with your ears, but with your inner stillness. Ancient wisdom teaches us that this sound is not a mere label. It is a vibration. And the very first letter, that is the source of the river. It is the first sound, the first energy that flows from the great stillness, shaping the stream of your life. It doesn't decide your destination, but it sets the direction of the current. Today, let us embark on a journey inward. We will trace this river back to its source, to understand the energy hidden within the first letter of your name. If the first letter of your name is A, yours is the path of the first spark. You are the energy of beginning. Where others see an empty space, you see the potential for a fire. You carry an energy that cannot be contained. It must create. You find yourself at the start of things, not by choice, but by nature. In your family, in your work, in your heart, you are the one who dares to take the first step. Within you is a quiet confidence, a clear inner knowing. Some may see this as stubbornness, but when this untamed energy finds its true north, it can carve valleys through mountains. Your soul does not seek rest. It seeks ignition. You are here not to walk a well-trodden path, but to burn a new one into being. If your name begins with B, you walk the path of the still waters. Your greatest power is the depth of your heart. For you, a relationship is not a thing to have, it is a space to be. The profound connection, the quiet empathy, the well-being of those you love. This is the water that nourishes your soul. You are devoted to your inner circle, to your sanctuary, to your tribe. Often, you place their needs before your own, like a deep, calm lake that reflects the sky for all to see. You are the embodiment of the quiet strength that holds everything together. If C is your first letter, you are on the path of the open sky. You hold within you the power of boundless imagination. Your thoughts do not travel on straight roads. They soar and drift like clouds, forming new shapes, new possibilities. You are meant to bring forth this creativity, perhaps through art, through song, through stories, or through new ways of being. You see beyond the surface of the world, into the unseen colors and textures of existence. A soul like yours withers in confined spaces, in repetitive loops, in the dullness of the mundane. You are a free thinker. Your energy is a dance, moving away from all that is stagnant. You are here to dream reality into new forms. If your name starts with D, you walk the path of the bedrock. Discipline, order, and a quiet clarity are woven into the fabric of your being. In any storm, you can become the solid ground for others, the steady presence that allows others to find their footing. You are true to your word and carry your duties with a silent seriousness. Your soul requires this structure. It is the container that gives your life shape and meaning. Chaos and carelessness disturb your inner peace. Responsibility is not a burden to you. It is natural, like gravity. Whether for your home, your work, or your community, you never take your role lightly. This is the source of your profound strength. If E is the first sound, you walk the path of the flowing river. You are full of life, of social energy, moving through the world with a sense of graceful urgency. You cannot remain in one place for long. Your soul hungers for knowledge, for new faces, new landscapes, new horizons. This is what you need to feel alive. You often bring lightness to others, a smile, a connection, a word of inspiration. Your life is a current that never stagnates, bringing renewal wherever it goes. There is a natural charm about you. Your mind is open. Yet, it is through the currents of the outer world that you find the stillness within yourself. If F is your first letter, you walk the path of the untamed wind. Your soul holds freedom as its most sacred truth. You cannot exist in another's shadow. You must carve your own way. Even if it is a difficult path, it is yours. You think differently and are wary of the common trail. But when you find a purpose that aligns with your core, you become an unstoppable force. Your soul needs two things to thrive: the freedom to move and a reason to move. When you have both, you can manifest changes that others deem impossible. There is a dormant power within you, a silent storm that awakens only when your whole being is committed to the journey. If Ji begins your name, yours is the path of the deep well. You perceive life not from the shimmering surface, but from its silent depths. You seek peace, stability, and authentic knowledge. You are among those who speak little, but when you speak, the world listens. You possess a natural gravity, a wisdom that is rare. In the truest sense, you are a seeker of truth in life, in yourself, in the divine. Your soul is always searching for what is real, turning away from the noise, the illusion, and the superficial. You are the lamp that burns steadily, without needing encouragement, and by its quiet light, many find their way. If H is your first letter, you walk the path of the gentle breath. Your highest calling is to bring balance to life. You are a gentle soul, flowing with a natural rhythm, neither too fast nor too slow. You carry a stillness around you that brings comfort to others. You are a gifted listener, able to perceive the heart's subtle truths. You desire harmony in relationships, peace in your environment, and stability in your life. Your soul is like a quiet melody, one that doesn't demand attention, but touches every heart it reaches. People don't just hear your words, they feel their resonance. If your name begins with I, you are on the path of the inner mountain. You are on a journey deep into the landscape of your own soul. The outer world's glamour does not pull you. You prefer to travel inward. You ask the deep questions. You reflect. You find strength in solitude. To others, you may appear quiet, but within you is a vast and active world. You do not reveal your inner self easily, but when you do, it is a connection of soul to soul. Your being is in search of truth, the truth of life, the truth of the source. You are like the traveler who walks their own path, even within a crowd, always aware of their true destination. If J is your first letter, you walk the path of the rising sun. Your very presence is a symbol of hope. You carry an inner light that inspires others to keep moving forward. You are filled with an innate enthusiasm and can find the seed of possibility in any circumstance. People feel better, more themselves, when they are near you. Your words, your presence, your confidence create an energy that can shift the feeling of a space. A fire burns in your soul, lighting the way not just for you, but for all who walk with you. You are one who lifts others, and in this act of giving, you find your own truest self. Have you ever wondered why we feel the presence of another? Why one person feels like a calm forest, and another like a raging sea? One person makes us feel at ease, another awakens something deep within us. This knowing comes before words, before reason. Ancient wisdom teaches that this is a recognition of energy, of vibration. The first letter of our name is the source of this personal vibration, a seed of sound that gives birth to a certain quality within our spirit. When we understand this, we begin to understand not just others, but the silent language of our own soul. On which path does your soul walk? If your name starts with K, you are born to the path of the shaping hand. You walk the path of karma, of sacred action. You are not one to simply dream. You are one to build, to manifest, to bring spirit into form. You don't get lost in abstract ideas. You find practical solutions. There is an earthy pragmatism in your nature. When you begin a task, you see it through. A clear plan forms in your mind what must be done, how it must be done, and when. You feel deeply, but your decisions are guided not by fleeting emotion, but by mindful wisdom. Your soul finds its deepest peace in right action. You can lead and you can serve, because you know that skillful work is the highest form of worship. If your name starts with L, you are a living expression of the path of the nurturing heart. Your greatest joy is found in the joy of others. You think with your heart, you feel with your heart, and you live from your heart. Your eyes can sense the unspoken pain in another, and your presence offers them relief. You possess a quality of gentleness that can soothe the most troubled spirit. Relationships, emotions, and a profound sense of connection are the essential nutrients for your soul. You are like a flower in the world that accepts the harshness of the sun to offer its fragrance to all who pass by. Your soul finds its home in love, in compassion, and in truth. If M is your first letter, you are on the path of the silent mountain. You are an incredibly strong, stable, and steadfast soul. However gentle you may appear on the surface, within you is the resilience of ancient stone. When you commit to a path, you are immovable. You approach every task with complete dedication. For you, integrity is a sacred principle, both for yourself and others. You will always help those in need, but dislike being dependent on anyone. Your soul requires stability, and you maintain a calm center in all situations. You become a shelter for your loved ones, silently absorbing pressure and protecting them from harm. If your name starts with N, you are the soul that walks the path of the seeing eye. You perceive life on a much deeper level. You may seem ordinary, but your thoughts, your way of seeing, your understanding is profound. You do not accept things at face value. You contemplate what lies beneath the surface. You can be a gifted strategist, an insightful planner, a wise advisor. At times, you may seem lost in your own world, but when you speak, your insights are powerful. Your soul is on a constant quest for knowledge and truth. You do not give your trust easily, but when you do, it is absolute. If the first letter of your name is O, you walk the path of the perfect circle. You are a soul that believes in wholeness. You are unsettled by things left incomplete. Every task, every relationship, every emotion is like a circle for you that must be brought to closure. You think deeply and feel just as deeply. You seek balance between mind and body, action and rest, connection and solitude. You are like a seeker who, even surrounded by chaos, remains still inside. Your soul requires stability, respect, and self-worth. You would never intentionally cause pain to another, but if your own dignity is wounded, you will silently create a sacred distance. Sometimes we meet a person, and without any knowing, our heart trusts them. The sound of another's voice feels familiar. Another stillness can shake us to our core. Why is this? Why are we drawn to certain people, while others feel distant? This connection is not about appearance. It is an exchange of energy. And the primary signature of that energy flows from the first sound of our name. Every letter is a seed, a potential that grows certain qualities within us. And as we see this, we begin to understand others. More importantly, we begin to understand ourselves. Which energy signature is your own? If the first letter of your name is P, you are on the path of the guardian. You give the greatest importance to depth and purpose in life. For you, a task is never just a task. It is a responsibility, a calling. You possess an energy that understands others with great ease. You may carry your own burdens, but you cannot bear to see those you love in pain. There is a maturity in your spirit. You do not get entangled in small, fleeting dramas. Your focus is often on the well-being of others, on service, on fulfilling your highest purpose. Your soul is disciplined. You could say much, but you speak only what is necessary. Your inner stability is your truest strength. If your name starts with Q, you are among the rare souls who walk the path of the questioner. Your way of thinking is utterly unique. You don't follow the straight, worn path. You find a new one. You have the power to question everything, and you desire to go to the root of all things. You are not bound by traditions, but you hold a deep respect for their wisdom. People may misunderstand you at times because you do not belong to the crowd. But the truth is, your soul is incredibly deep and independent. You are drawn to self-discovery, and your deepest longing is for what is real. Even if you must walk alone, when you are on your authentic path, the universe itself guides your steps. If your name starts with R, you carry within you the three fires: leadership, perseverance, and passion. This is the path of the focused fire. You do not do things halfway. You either commit your entire being, or you do not engage at all. There is a natural magnetism to your presence. When you speak, people feel compelled to listen. You move with speed, but also with the wisdom to be deliberate. Your heart holds immense love for those close to you, but if your trust is broken, you withdraw with equal swiftness. Your self-respect is sacred. You will often remain silent to protect it. Your soul is like a fire. which offers both illuminating light and a clear warning. You hold a beautiful balance of passion and wisdom. If the first letter of your name is S, you are on the path of the deep current. You are a profoundly feeling personality, connected to the soul of life. For you, relationships, honesty, and trust are the three pillars of existence. You have no space for pretense. Your connection is immediate, heart to heart. You have a depth that may not be visible from the surface, but those who truly know you feel your truth and how rare it is. You can sometimes get lost in the currents of your own emotions, but when you return to your inner stillness, you become calm. Your soul has a natural inclination toward love and devotion. You are a soul who would never cause harm, but who silently carries the burdens of others. If your name starts with T, you are on the path of the ancient tree. You are a deeply stable, trustworthy, and diligent soul. You do not engage in showmanship, nor do you speak much about your plans. Your way is to work in silence and let the results speak for themselves when the time is right. For you, stability, security, and permanence are very important. It is not in your nature to leave things unfinished. You possess a patience that holds you steady even in the most difficult storms. Your soul is like a tree with deep roots, in whose shade many people find peace. Your love is also steady. When you connect for life. You trust deeply, and you live for that trust. Now, pause for a moment. Take a breath. Do you recognize a part of yourself? Do you feel how alive these sounds, these vibrations are? This is not just a name, it is the frequency of the soul. Everything that enters our life has a name. A friend, a teacher, a relationship, an opportunity. Every name connects us to a new experience, but the vibration of that experience often resonates with the first letter. In which direction do these sounds guide our soul? Ultimately, we are walking a path toward a place where there is no name, only the nameless source of all being. If your name starts with U, you are a soul born to walk the path of the soaring eagle. You are meant to touch the vast heights of creation, yet you remain connected to the earth. You are fiercely independent in your thoughts and grant others the same freedom to soar. You have a vast heart, and it is not easy for you to hold anger toward anyone. At times, you may feel a sense of aloneness, but even in that solitude, you find your liberty. Your soul requires an open sky where it can think, feel, and find the truth of its own nature. You hold a strength that has been gathered through the practice of many lifetimes. If V is your first letter, you walk the path of the balanced scales. You are deeply balanced, wise, and filled with the spirit of service. Your life can be an inspiration because you think not only for yourself, but for the whole. You have the strength to carry great responsibility, whether for your home or for the world. Your thoughts are steady, and you possess the ability to see life from a spiritual, elevated perspective. There is a hidden discipline within you that reveals itself over time. Your soul finds its truest fulfillment in stillness, in service, and in silent contemplation. If your name starts with W, yours is the path of the shifting sands. You are a very special and wondrous soul. Your life is not meant to be ordinary. You find fulfillment only by creating something new, something different. You have a powerful imagination that can make you a true artist or a profound thinker. You appear calm on the surface, but are deeply emotional within. Your dreams are vast, and you will give your all to see them manifest. Your connections are deep. You allow very few people into your inner world, but those you do, you are loyal to. Your soul seeks creativity, self-expression, and authentic connection. If your name begins with X, you walk the path of the uncharted star. You are a mysterious soul. You are not easily understood, but to those who take the time to know you, you are a priceless treasure. Your mind is always exploring new ideas, new ways of being. You can be content in solitude, and can also disappear into a crowd. You do not like to be confined by any system, because your soul is that of a seeker, a practitioner who must forge their own way. Your soul seeks its connection to the source through freedom, meditation, and direct experience. If Y is your first letter, you are on the path of the disciplined monk. you are a very composed and peaceful person. For you, knowledge, inner work, and spiritual development are of great importance. You possess self-control, and this is your greatest power. You build your life not through words, but through consistent action. Your decisions are steady, and you quickly grasp the deeper truths of life. Your soul finds its greatest solace in faith, devotion, and spiritual practice. You do not lose your inner composure, regardless of the outer circumstances. This stillness is what makes you extraordinary. And if your name begins with Z, you walk the path of the boundless ocean. You are a person who lives life with an open heart and profound depth. You have the art of embracing every color of existence. You are generous, tolerant, and wise. You cannot find peace when you see others in turmoil. You help where you can. Your nature is gentle, and your energy is magnetic. Your soul finds its truest happiness in the union of balance, love, and courage. You are the soul that, without seeking notice, always finds a home in people's hearts. We have walked a spiritual path from the first spark to the boundless ocean. Every name is like a mantra, a sacred sound that sets a current for the soul's journey. But in seeing the path, we must also remember that we are more than the path. We are the traveler. We are the soul that is having an experience through this name. As we understand the energy of our name, we come closer to that which is nameless, formless, pure being. Ancient teachings say that the name is a door, but the soul is the home. So, let us make our name a practice. Let us use it as a pathway to connect back to our soul. What truth did you feel in this journey? Your name is a sound. Let it be the sound that calls you home to yourself. In this quiet moment, may you feel that deep truth, and may you find the stillness that has always been waiting within.